My journey to Azusa Pacific University's Master's in Digital Teaching and Learning program was long, windy, and not without a few detours. After graduating from Garden Grove High School in 1986, I attended one semester at Golden West Junior College in Huntington Beach. My heart was not in it, and I had no direction in mind, as really I just wanted to get a job and move out and live on my own. So after just one semester, I did just that. A few years later, I married my high school sweetheart and moved an hour away from all my friends and family to a hot, barren land called Wildemar. 1 year later, I gave birth to a son, then another, and then another. 3 boys in less than 3 years. For the next 8 years, my life revolved around my boys, as I was lucky enough to stay home with them. When my youngest turned 5 and entered kindergarten, I got a part-time job while he was in school as a campus supervisor. At the same time, I decided to take some courses in early education at Mount San Jacinto College. The only job I had ever seriously considered was teaching, and I figured it would also be the perfect schedule for a mom. After a year of being a campus aide, I transferred to my kids' school as a classroom aide in a kindergarten class. This experience solidified my decision to become a teacher and gave me the best hands-on training I could receive. After 3 years at the junior college, I was able to transfer to Azusa Pacific University for my bachelor's degree in human development. A week after graduating in 2003, I entered the multiple subject credential program. I did my student teaching at the school where I worked, and I was able to secure a 3rd grade teaching position a couple of weeks before I completed my credential. After learning about the BITSA program and other new teacher responsibilities that I would be expected of me, along with the fact that I had 3 boys, grades 6 to 9, in the house, I decided to postpone getting my master's for a couple of years. After 4 years of teaching 3rd grade, I was feeling very confident and ready to get my master's when our school was closed down due to budget cuts. I was transferred to my current school where I teach 4th grade. I decided to get my feet wet at the new school, Ronald Reagan Elementary, before I went back for my master's. Somehow, another 4 years went by before I finally got back to Azusa for my master's. I assumed I would get my master's in curriculum, but I was quickly told I should get the master's in digital teaching and learning. I thought they were crazy. I could barely send emails with attachments. How could I get my master's in technology? I went home and talked to my husband, and he also thought I should go with the master's in digital teaching and learning, since that was what the future held. I was lucky to be doing the program with my friend Shelley, so we both decided to jump in and join the 21st century. Through this program, I have learned a lot about myself, both personally and professionally. Personally, it has taught me that I am more capable than I thought, and if I put my mind to something, I can do it. I just need to keep an open mind and a can-do attitude instead of taking the easy way out when things are new or difficult and just saying, I'm too old to do this. Through the program, I learned that I am a verbal learner and do well with traditional settings of listening to lectures and taking notes. I can read textbooks and regurgitate information very well, but have a harder time when creativity or thinking outside the box is called for. On a professional level, this program has reinforced my understanding and usage of Bloom's taxonomy in the classroom and my knowledge of the multiple intelligences and my ability to teach to all of my students different intelligences. It's important to introduce lessons in various ways to meet all of your students' needs in order for them all to be successful. My technical growth has been unbelievable, as this program has taught me how to incorporate technology into my classroom in a meaningful way. Before this program, I was very uncomfortable with technology, so I shied away from using it. But now I am much more confident and look forward to using technology to enhance my lessons and engage my students. I feel I am prepared both personally and professionally for the future to be the best teacher I can be. Approaching my 10th year of teaching, I feel I have the confidence necessary to try new things and to see lessons outside of the box. With my newfound technological knowledge I've gained through the program, I feel even more confident in my future, as now I feel like I am up to date on the newest technological advancements. As I look forward to my future, I must look back at the classes I took on this journey. In Education 511, I made a live binder and a Wordle with Joanne Gilbreth. Then, with Jim Sullivan in EDUC 512, we learned about hardware, software, apps, and made a web quest on questgarden.com. Next, we took EDUC 514 with Tim Holder and learned to use iMovie, and we learned about the rule of thirds in photography. Then came EDUC 515 with Lance Martin, where we did a blog on Weebly.com and learned how to make podcasts, prezzies, and Animotos. Next was EDUC 522 with Jennifer Kordoff, where I did a 3-week unit plan and video on the California Gold Rush. Lastly is EDUC 526 with Matt Hickson, where we are compiling everything we have learned onto our website. Overall, I am very satisfied with this program and glad that I went out of my comfort zone and chose to attend Azusa Pacific University's Digital Teaching and Learning Program instead of a more traditional curriculum program. APU is a warm and welcoming environment to get your education in while feeling like you are part of a family.